Joe, after 16 years and 287 games, it's all over. Can you believe the journey's come to an end?
No, it's hard to believe. Still probably doesn't feel real. I've seen nearly all of my teammates come and go, and now it's my turn, so it's a bit of a surreal feeling, but I'm content with it. It's the right time. I've had an amazing journey, and to go out with Rui is going to be a nice touch as well. But yeah, it's certainly going to be a strange feeling, and we'll see how I go in the next few months.
You just announced your retirement in front of the playing group at their exit meeting. What was that like? It must have been an emotional time.
Yeah, it was. I did struggle. I wasn't sure how I'd go, but I just told the group it was just such a hard thing to finally pull the trigger on. I've probably known for a couple of weeks it was the right call, but to actually say that I'm finishing up playing football at St Kilda was a hard decision, and I've probably dragged it out a little bit longer than I should have, but I just wanted to make sure that it was the right call, and I've done that now, and I'm very content and very happy with it all, and can look forward to the next phase of my life, because there's some hopefully exciting times ahead there, and looking forward to that journey.
What have the last 4 or 5 weeks been like? We know you did your hamstring around 18 up at the SCG, and it's been a lot of speculation about your future. It must have been a bit tough.
Yeah, it has been, and that's why it's probably been a bit hard and taken so long. I've gone through a range of emotions. Initially it was to try and get back and play football again, and hopefully play finals. Then once that looked unlikely, it was then thinking about, maybe never playing again, and then seeing all the current day champions that have retired, and then trying to relate that back to my own career and where I'm at, and then finally weighing up all my options at the football club and post-football, and just making sure that, as I said, when I made the call, I was really content and really happy, and not going to regret anything. And I've done that now, and I feel good about it, and I can look forward to the next phase of my life.
Take us back to the start. You were drafted in the Super Draft in 2001 at pick number 37, and you've come a long way since then. What was your first couple of years like at the club?
Yeah, look, I had a tough start. Played a lot of twos football. Had to go through some personal issues as well, and really proud that I think that it made me more resilient and made me more mentally tough. And I came through that period to enjoy 12 years of an amazing journey at St Kilda, and play in some success and play with great teams and great players. And I'm only going to remember the good times, and it's been a great journey. And certainly those early days with Grant Thomas, he was pretty hard on me, but it made me a better player, and I'm grateful for that early experience.
Grand final era was a major highlight of your career. 2 All-Australians during that time, and obviously some great team success. Take us into that period and what it was like to be at the Saints then.
Yeah, look, that was an amazing period, and it's probably something you reflect on more once you finish, about how good of a group we had and the bond we had. When you're in it, you're trying so hard, and it's the week in, week out of trying to win a flag. But we all caught up for Rui's last game, and I've got a bond with those guys that'll last a lifetime, and we're very lucky. It's been put on the public record. We don't have the premiership medallion, but we've got the bond of a group that'll hang around for a long time, and that's obviously the greatest period of my life. Ross Lyon was a terrific coach for us, and we had some amazing times and some amazing games of footy, and I've played with some of the greats, so that's going to be the fondest period of my career.
We haven't played finals since 2011, but you've helped lead this team back up the ladder and back towards some success in the future. What's that period been like?
Yeah, look, at times it was tough, and obviously the transition with some players leaving, and then Richo coming to the club when we needed a bit of stability, and I think that he's done an amazing job with Matt Finnis and Amit Baines and those guys to just put a club now that's got a great culture, and everyone's happy to come to work and striving for success. And I've been proud that I can stick that out, and I've hopefully harnessed this new generation of players to take the club forward, and I'll sit back now with a bit of pride and hope they can do that. And I'm glad that I've stayed a one club player. That's obviously really important to me, and I'm always going to be a St Kilda person for the rest of my life, and always welcome back. So that's something that I'm going to hold dear to my heart.
Only a few days ago we said goodbye to Nick Riewoldt. What's it been like sharing your whole journey with one of your best mates?
Yeah, well, that's been amazing to watch, and that's probably part of delaying the decision a little bit. Is Nick needs his moment in the sun. He's one of the greatest of all time, and I'm privileged to have been there for nearly the whole journey. And to play with guys like that, and to tell my kids and grandkids about one day is going to be pretty special. But more importantly, the mateship that I have with those guys for life is something that I'll walk away with and be very proud of. And it's something that we can reflect on over a few beers in the coming weeks.
Who are the people that have had the biggest influence on your whole footy career? It's obviously been a long journey so far.
Yeah, it has been, and in all different ways. Every coach and people you cross paths with have all had different influences on your career, and my coaches have all done that. I said Grant Thomas taught us how to be mentally tough and resilient early days, and some of those players I played with early in my career, the Fraser Gehrigs and Robert Harvey and Stephen Powell and Aaron Hamill, those guys taught us players what it took to become a professional player, and Then Ross Lyon, really, I suppose, as I said before, was the highlight of my football career to play in such a successful team, and didn't get the ultimate, but we were a terrific team, and then Richo and the influence that he had more over me as a person, and he's just a terrific leader and a terrific person, and taught me things about bettering myself, and I'm grateful for that as well.
You mentioned being a one-club player. How special is that for you? Obviously, you're going to live your life as a Saint for life.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, as I said, didn't win the premiership, but the next best thing is to be a one-club player, and I'm going to be a St Kilda person for life. My kids will follow St Kilda. I'll always be welcome back, hopefully, and can watch on for the rest of my life and be really proud when this club does win their second premiership, and look to celebrate the highs and lows. And I can understand the ride the fans go on, because it's always a roller coaster with the Saints. But looking forward to experiencing all that comes, and I can't wait.
You started as a part of the Super Draft, and you leave as an exodus of superstars. What's that like, leaving at the same time as so many greats?
Yeah, look, it's going to have a nice touch to it. Obviously, played my whole career against guys like Stevie Johnson and Sam Mitchell, and all these players. Brent Stanton's a friend who's also retired. Joe Watson. So there's going to be so many. Rob Murphy and Matty Boyd got to play international rules with those guys and got to develop friendships with them. So it's going to be a really nice day. Hopefully, we get to enjoy the grand final parade together, and it's good to go out with those names, because some of them are the greatest of all time. So even to be sort of, connected to that company in some shape or form is going to be pretty special. What's
next for you? A role in the media, some coaching? What do you think is going to happen next year?
We're going to leave all those options open for the time being. I certainly won't be lost to football. As I said to the playing group today, the hardest part for me is I just love footy. I love everything about it. I've gone on the record as saying I'm a bit of a footy nuffy. I watch a lot of games and really enjoy everything about it. So I won't be lost to footy. I'll be around, and if I can't play it anymore, the next best thing will be to talk about it and to be involved in other ways. So I'm looking forward to that next chapter.
Thanks for your time, Joe. Congratulations on a great career.
Thank you very much. Yeah, ta.